Find the roots of the polynomial f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. It is of the form of f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. That is a quadratic function. We did so much of this dealing with this quadratic functions, solving by finding the factors, quadratic formula, drawing the graph, finding the vertex, etc. So in this particular case, we are just trying to find the roots of this polynomial. So let's go. The first step, I'll just identify what is my a, b and c. You know, this 3 is a, the leading coefficient, 7 is your b, and c is negative 6. Let me write it down here. A is equal to 3, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to negative 6. After identifying my a, b and c, let me find the product of this a and c. So what is a times c? That is 3 times. Okay, 3 times negative 6. So whenever you are dealing with the negative signs, it's better to put it in parentheses to avoid any kind of confusion. So 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. So now I'll have my x here, and this is the product, negative 18 I am looking for, and the sum is 7. So in order to find the roots of this polynomial, I have to get its factors, and to get those factors of this polynomial, I need this process, right? I got my sum and I got product, and I'm looking for 2 numbers. In fact, here 3x and x, 3x times x is 3x squared. But what are the other numbers? That's all my problem, my question. So we have to deal with it in this way in order to get my numbers. Alright, give me 2 numbers whose addition is a 7 and the product is minus 18. So look for the factors of 18. Alright, 18 is a 6 times 3, right? Negative I have to get. So one of the factors is a positive and the other factor is a negative. 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 3. And if one of them is a negative, the difference give me a minus 3 in fact. But I'm looking for a 7. So 6 and 3 is not working for me. What are the other factors of 18? Oh, 2 is there. 2 times 9 is 18. Because of a negative 18, one of these 2 factors has to be a negative. And the difference of those 2, like because of write a minus sign here, I'll have to look for the difference of those 2, right? Instead of adding. That is 9 minus 2 is 7. I think these 2 numbers will work for us. Let us see. I'll write that 9 here. This is my 9 and that is negative 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. Got it. And 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. Everything is satisfied. So these are my 2 numbers we are looking for. 9 and negative 2. Okay, so let us go back to this function and rewrite it as f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 7x. This is 7x. Now it is broken down or as 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So I want to write that 7 as what? 9x minus 2x. So for our convenience, we are changing this 7x as 9x minus 2x. Very, very important point. Please remember. Now, the last number is 6, that minus 6. I'll write out that minus 6. So, I just copied 3x square plus 7x, that is 9 minus 2 is that same, and minus 6. Same thing I have here. Now, in my previous videos, I just used to show by the box method and take the greatest common factor and all that. So instead, I want to just learn this distributive, pulling out the common factor and then finding the factors. Yeah, we can do it that way. That is much more simpler and not that much time consuming as this box method. Okay, so let us break down these 4 terms into 2 APs. Just I'll handle these 2 terms together and the next 2 terms together. Okay, so first let us look for the greatest common factor between 3x square and 9x. Okay, first the numbers. What is the greatest common factor between 3 and 9? Greatest common factor between 3 and 9. That is, what is that number? It can divide both of them completely, in fact. That is, no remainder left. I know 3 divides 3 and 3 will divide 9 also. So 3 is the numerical greatest common factor, and I also see x square and x here. X is there available in both of them. X is there in both of them. I'm not saying x square here, x square, but only the x. Here I have an x, that's why I'll just take 3x. 3x is the greatest common factor between the first and the second term. So what I'm going to do is, I'll take that 3x out as a common factor between those two. So what is left? On dividing this 3x square by 3x, here I got this 3x out. So 3 and 3 cancel. X square divided x is just x. Same thing, look at it like this. 3x times x, 3x square. So everything is fine. There is a plus sign, I write a plus. Now, from this 9x also I am taking out 3x as a common factor, right? So 9x divided 3x is how much? 9. 3 can divide 9 3 times. I cancel out 3 and x cancel. So only this 3. 9x divided 3x is a 3. To make sure, what can I do? 3x times 3 is 9x. Yeah, we are right. Good. Go to the next pair. Now, in the same way, what is the greatest common factor between minus 2x and minus 6? I am seeing a negative sign here. Negative, and 2 can divide 2 and 2 divides 6. Therefore, I can take 2 as a common factor between these two. And I have a x here, but there is no x. Can I take x as a common factor? No, because I don't see it here. So, only negative 2 is the greatest common factor between this third and fourth terms. Go ahead and divide that. Negative 2x divide negative 2, negative, cancel. 2 divides 2 one time, so only x is remaining, right? Minus 2 times x, minus 2x. We are good. Next thing, negative 6 divide negative 2. Negative, cancel. And 6 divide 2 is 3. Alright. So negative 2 times positive 3 is a negative 6. Everything is done. That is, these 4 terms, out of the 4 terms, we considered 2 terms at a time and got these common factors. Now, moving forward, what do you see here? In this term, 3x times x plus 3 and minus 2 times x plus 3. I am seeing this x plus 3 in those two terms. So, can I take that x plus 3 out as a common factor? See, when you read this, you read it like this. 3x times x plus 3 minus 2 times x plus 3. So, that x plus 3 is a greatest common factor between those two, in fact. So, I will take that as a common factor outside. And if I cancel out, see, in the here I will just have to write x plus 3 is taken out, right? So, cancel out, leaving behind only 3x. And again this x plus 3 is taken out, x plus 3 is gone. So, what is left? Only a minus 2. That's all. You got your factors for this polynomial 3x square plus 7x minus 6. So, the given function f of x, that product is changed into factors form. Now, from these factors, you can easily find your zeros, right? X plus 3 is equal to 0. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, solve for x. Do the inverse operation. Plus 3, opposite minus 3. Cancel out. X is equal to negative 3. Here, opposite, plus 2, cancel out this 2, minus 2 plus 2, cancel. 3x is equal to 2, and x is still not there by itself, so I'll have to remove this 3 also. Multiplication, opposite, division. We did 3 times x, so I'll have to cancel this way. Gone, 3 and 3 gone, so you got x is equal to 2/3. So, my roots for that given polynomial, what was that? 3x square plus 7x minus 6. The roots are this. By default, we write smaller number. In this case, negative 3 is smaller, and the next one 2/3. That's all. These are the roots. You can always go back and verify through the graphs or by substituting those roots in this, so that you'll get a 0. Okay. Thank you.